So today we are not even afraid to share with everyone where to buy, right? But more importantly is how to exit and when to exit. Okay, and that's what this exit strategy deck is all about. Okay, so next thing we then go into where are the opportunities in today's marketplace, because are there still opportunities? Of course, we learned that en bloc is the denominator, right? And that replenishment just started effectively. Terra Hills is coming up in just end of February. So and the rest of the 26 over en blocs will then start taking shape. Okay, so where are the opportunities over here? We then talk about there's no quick way and sure win way to make your money for sure. Okay, and we got to go back to basic. And what is the basic? So urban transformation zones and fundamentals. This is something that I always share in my YouTube channels as well, or even the past 25 masterclasses, educational masterclasses that I've done over the last 2 years. Okay, and if you want to look it up, you can always just go to my channel and then just find it. You will be able to see what are the fundamentals and zones that I'm talking about. And then next thing, new launch is more likely to give better returns than resale, which is learned today, regardless of the price point, because of more importantly, you must have the next new homes that's coming up, that land parcel available. You're not the last plot on land, most importantly. And of course, buying near that reputable school is an evergreen strategy. Okay, and consider your needs and profile, which is very important, because many people are very product centric. That means they buy something based on whether the product is good or not, but they don't see that whether their shelf life, their capabilities, their exit horizon and whatnot makes sense with this investment. Or rather, some of them are buying for stay and appreciation, but that property, maybe you are staying in the east with your family and right now you got to go all the way to the west. Is that something that you are able to accept, especially so if it's a place of matrimonial? And if you're a kid, then of course, how are you going to get that multi-generation support, right? So all these things are very important, where we have to learn more about you rather than just the product, which is what, if you go on the sales floor, that's what many people does. So next thing, we then talk about that opportunities coming up in the Upper Bukit Timah area, District 21, District 23. In the existing area, we have Foret and key residences already hitting 2003 and 2002 per square foot. If you do not know, that's the existing inventory prices. And Foret is the former Good Luck Mansion, and it's a freehold, 2003 at Totak. And also key residences at 2002 at the Sunset Way and former Brookville Park, 999 leasehold. And the upcoming site in this area are very attractive. We have the Botany at Dairy Farm, Hillview Rise as well. The Bukit Timah Link, which is crazy, you talk about the integrated site at 1,343 per square foot. And the orange are basically the future indicated sale price that we are looking at. And of course, the reserve residences by 5 years as well. And just by the matrix here, you can see there's a big difference already. So with that, we have that exit strategy that me and my team do up to work together with clients who are looking at different areas. Like I said, if you're in the west, likely you want to look in the west, especially so you're buying for stay and investment, and that's what we do here. Okay, and then of course in the west coast area, what do we have? Or even rather the Pasir Panjang and the One North area. Okay, we have Terra Hills that's coming up near the Pasir Panjang MRT area, and also the two slim barrier site, which is Blossom by the Park and the Hill at One North. Okay, and there were two transformations that's happening very crazily here. One is the Science Park 3 under the blueprint. You will see that that is that extension of existing Science Park. Of course, the Dover Knowledge District as well, which you can look up in the URA master plan, but it is 3 white site, very powerful. So with that up and coming site, we have Gloria Mansion that was already went through an en bloc, and in Pine Grove area we have Parcel A that is already confirmed, and then we have Parcel B under the GLS reserve site yet to be triggered. Okay, and this is the deck that we will be doing and running through with our clients as well. They will go on board with us. And then next thing, we have the east side. What's happening here? We have two developments. Okay, so in this instance, let me just put it up. We have Seneca and also the Continuum, okay, which is about 1,440 per square foot per plot in terms of land bidding as well. Okay, and this is the two sites that we will be running through with our clients on the exit, because buying is only one thing. That's why today we are not even afraid to share with everyone where to buy, right? But more importantly is how to exit and when to exit. Okay, and that's what this exit strategy deck is all about. So, two main factors that are affecting an asset or even your investment. First thing first, a lot of people, which is what I covered today as well, is the marketplace, about the sentiment and macroeconomics and whatnot. And more importantly, we want to make sure that this is coupled together with your profile that makes it a successful investment. Okay, and in the marketplace, people talk about GDP, inflation, bank interest rate, market cycle, which we do cover a bit today. But what I focus so much on is more of the lifespan of a property, understanding developers' margin, whether they price today, they can still go lower, and of course the execution of entry and the multiple exit strategy as well. And urban transformation, which is the key to selecting right, okay? Because again, you learn that 50% of this game is selecting right, okay? So buyer's profile, more importantly, intent of your purchase, very important. Is it for legacy planning, dwelling property, good paper value gain, passive investment vehicle? When you learn today that, you know, the tax rate is going to be so high for investment property, is that still something that you want? Then looking to cash in and out in the shortest period of time. And with that, we then learn about your equity on hand. This will determine the size, the unit type, and also the sectors that we are able to access. That means different regions, right? Core central region, rest of central region, or even outside central region. And also the strategy to apply, okay? So when we know your why, we then know the strategy, it makes sense. Because if you don't even know your why, which is the intent of purchase, we give you all the strategy, I think you will also be very overwhelmed. So that's where strategy will come in last, okay? So we will then talk about that existing property, should you be fully paying off or gearing up for some people that have fully paid off property, okay? So HDB on hand, should you be repurposing it for something else to avoid ABSD? And of course, is there still that trust that's available that you could use for your children? And how can we do that if there is? And also, should you be paying your mortgage by CPF or cash, or even we talk about bank loans, which are the best rates or even clauses that is suitable for you, because we talk about exiting at TOP, the loan is not fully dispersed, we still have that 15% of CSC that yet to be called. Which bank is able to give you that so-called additional clause that you can exit then and they will not charge you for that penalty, right, for the last 15%, which could be quite a sum as well, depending on your entry price, all right? So all in all, I think more importantly is what if you can't enter the new homes market, okay? And your intent here is that you are buying something for stay, and at the same time you want it to maybe not optimum growth, but sustainable growth as well, hedging against inflation, and your horizon could be 10-15 years, which is that 15-year shelf life that you're looking at. And are you still able to select a winning property in the resale market and enjoying that to benefit of sustainable growth and dwelling needs, okay? So if that's what you're looking at, scan the QR code over here, because this is a video that I've done over 13-14 minutes about unearthing the gems in the limited market, especially in the resale marketplace, on how you can select with the right fundamentals using urban transformation and still win by buying a resale property, okay? So this is very powerful that I'm just giving it out here for free, and just scan on it and you will know how you can still win. But for most of you that still want to work with me on this, we can go through that journey all together. But more importantly, you must know the technical know-how, the mechanism, how we select, and also the frame of reference that we use, so that when we were to work together, you know why.